Who is your audience? What's happening, Elite Clarity Nation? I know, I never thought I'd see the day I make a video on this topic, but I'm making a video on this topic today, right now, right here. It's on like Donkey Kong. Oh man. Knowing your audience, defining your audience. See, that's the thing. You'd be surprised. I talk to a lot of people who don't have a clearly defined audience. They don't know who they're talking to. They're like, yes, I got this widget, product, or service, and I'm just going to send it out to everybody. Next thing you know, they're waking up weeks, maybe months, maybe years from now going, oh God, I feel like I'm spinning my tires. What am I going to do? Nobody's buying. I'm not getting anywhere. Or maybe things are good. Maybe not good. Maybe they're okay. Things are just okay. Okay is the devil. I hate that. I hate it when people are like, things are okay. Yeah, okay is just a way of going, nah, things suck. But I don't want to admit it. Right? A big part of the process, one of the first things you should do is know your audience. Who are you going to deliver your widget, product, service, experience, whatever the case may be? I'm just going to call it a widget. Shorten it up, tighten it up. Who are you delivering your widget to? Who is your audience, right? What is the intention behind it? Set your intention. It may be great for, the widget may be good for 3, 4, several different types of people, right? And if you're trying to talk to all of these people all at once, that's where the roadblocks come in, right? That's where the spinning the tires comes in. Pick one, speak to one. That's not saying you can't target all of them. It's just you need separate campaigns. You need separate messaging. You need to segregate. You need to segregate things a little bit, right? Compartmentalize, if you like that word better. You need to know who you're talking to, and you need to speak directly to them. Pull at the heartstrings. Find the pain. Expand the pain. Maybe pour a little bit of salt in the wound, but not too much, right? You don't necessarily want to be that guy. And I spent a lot of years making that mistake. I fell into that trap myself, right? And I go, I don't want to be that guy. I'm not Mr. Negative Nancy. I'm not Mr. Doom and Gloom. I have my moments. I'm human. I'm like everybody else, but I don't want to be known as a guy. I don't want to be the guy that's all doom and gloom all the time. But when it comes to your marketing, when it comes to your messaging, it's important to know exactly who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, what the intention is behind talking to them, and finding that pain, expanding that pain, painting a path through the pain to a new possibility, and painting the picture of what that possibility could be like, what they could be waking up to, right? So for example, for me on the social media marketing side, it's you're waking up Monday morning, you got an empty inbox, you got no calls coming in, right? What are you going to do? You need leads, you need to pay your staff, you need to hit payroll, you need to pay your overhead. But without having those leads coming in, without those new people to sell to, that new blood coming in, it's going to be very hard to meet all of these obligations that you need to meet within your business. And it gets frustrating sitting on that hamster wheel where you're spinning your tires all month, and then last month, because the gun's against your head, you start pulling stuff together, right? We've all been there. To some extent or another, we've all been there. We've all done that. And it's frustrating. It's painful. It makes you want to go apply at McDonald's or go pump gas for a living, right? Just to get away from it. Waking up with negative bank accounts, with overdrawn bank accounts, waking up with maxed out credit cards. That gun's to your head. What are you going to do? So you start putting in extra work, you start hustling and grinding, you start sacrificing your family time. And then what happens? Well, everything's good. You're living the high life. You're thinking about what car to upgrade, or you're thinking about moving into a new neighborhood. But then you spend all that time hustling and grinding and fulfilling orders, and you got nothing new coming in. So you're right back on that hamster wheel. You're right back into that cycle, right? And so like digital marketing is one avenue, and that breaks down into many different things. It could be an SEO package. It could be It could be a Facebook package. It could be a Google package. It could be any number of things, right? It could be like chatbots. It could be, there's just so many things that could go into it. But from there, it comes down to picking one solution, just one. I've got several. Pick one solution for the client. I typically work with insurance agents, right? And depending on what I'm targeting, like if they're on the final expense side or the mortgage protection, if they're on those sides, then yeah, it's going to be the path, the possibility is going to be a Facebook campaign, an Instagram campaign, generating leads under $20 a pop, cheaper than they're spending, cheaper than they're buying from their broker or their IMO, right? Getting those leads in the door. So they have those calls, they have those appointments to book, and that even out the ebbs and flows. They can spend more time with their family. They don't have to keep missing their kids' softball tournament or football tournament or whatever the case may be, right? More time for passion, more time for hobbies, right? Take control of your life, have your life back, have some consistency and make more money than you've ever made before, right? And that's just one example. Like I'll use the other example on the funding side of it. So I deal with B2C and B2B loans. And so on the consumer side, I have a bunch of different loans, but pick one. Okay, let's go with the auto loans. You're looking for a new car. You're buying something for your kid for her sweet 16. Your wife, you want to get your wife a new car, or you need a new work truck, or whatever the case may be. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't have the cash on hand. Let's just go with you don't have the cash on hand. What are you going to do? Well, you need financing. We all know how auto dealers are. We don't necessarily like going to auto dealers for anything. They may or may not want to go to their bank. So let's pretend they don't want to go to the auto dealer, but they also don't want to go to their bank. What are you going to do? Well, here's the solution. You get on the phone with me, 15, 20 minutes where you can have an app completed. And that's just because I like to chat and I like to know who I'm doing business with. Have a chit chat, get that done, get a digital signature. I'll know within the same day whether or not you're approved and what you're approved for. If you have a vehicle in mind, we'll put that on there. Let's get you approved. Let's get you rolling, right? Same day approvals. Super fast, super quick, super easy, super painless, right? And that would be the offer to the audience. You're looking for a new vehicle for whatever the occasion is. You want to actually talk to a human, not a robot. You don't want to deal with a bank. You don't want to deal with an auto dealer. And simple, right? It's not that hard, but you can't come up with those pain points and you can't come up with those solutions unless you know who you're talking to and you really dial it in. It's not that you're closing your doors to the other lines of business. It's not that you're shutting anything out or anything else out, but for each department or each product, each different widget and each audience, you need a different flow. You need a different work chart. You need to speak to them directly, right? Just saying, well, I got this financing package and I'm just going to put it out to all these different businesses. No. Well, I do home renovation loans. I do auto loans. I do all of these things. Let's just put it out there and give the consumer, the end user, a shopping list of what I can do for them. And they're just going to come to me. No, it doesn't work like that. How do I know? Ask me how I know. Come on. I'm waiting. I know because I've fallen into those traps, right? I've fallen into those pitfalls and I don't want you to do the same. And if you're repeating those mistakes that I made, if you're falling into those same pitfalls that I have fallen into, I want to help you get out of that, right? I want to help you define who you're talking to, why you're talking to. I want to help you build a campaign that's actually going to convert and actually going to feed your bottom line so that you can grow and start doing all of these things that you want to do with your life. Get at me, Daniel@danielmorrow.ca. Simple. My name at myname.ca. Super simple, super easy to get at me. Of course, at the end of the videos, I always drop a form to go find my contact information anyways. So that'll be there. You just pause the video, type that into your browser. You're on your way. You're good to go. Smash that like button. Guaranteed you know somebody in your network that needs to hear this message right now. So share it to them. Help them up. Pay it forward. Pass it forward. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you, each and every one of you, even y'all that sit on the sidelines and don't engage. I see you. I know you're there, but it's cool. You're shy. I got that in me too sometimes. I'm a little bit shy. And we will chat soon, guys. Have a good one.